Have you ever wondered what happens after the happily ever after? Or in my case, after the not so happily ever after? I thought I'd closed the chapter on Elias and the curse that plagued Ravenshade. I thought I'd won. But some stories, you see, they refuse to end. They just find a new, more twisted way to begin again. It all started with the willow tree, the one we'd always met under on a night when the moon was hidden and the only sound was the low roll of distant thunder. The tree split right down the middle. It wasn't a clean break. The roots, thick and gnarled like old veins, started writhing, clawing their way up from the deep earth. It was like watching the ground itself struggle for breath. Something was trying to get out. Something was fighting to be reborn. As the wind picked up, it carried whispers on it, voices that felt ancient and familiar all at once. Through the chaos, I heard a rhythm, a steady pulse coming from beneath the soil. It was a heartbeat. I knew that heartbeat. I'd have known it anywhere. It was his. It was Elias. I couldn't stop myself. I ran to the tree and fell to my knees, pressing my hand against the trembling dirt. A faint red glow pulsed from beneath my palm, matching the beat of the heart I could feel. The ground wasn't just shaking anymore, it was tearing itself apart. Then a hand rose from the fissure. It was pale, covered in scars I remembered, but now it was threaded with veins that glowed with a strange silver light. He was emerging, piece by piece, from a shroud of shadow and moonlight. But when he finally looked at me, I knew something was terribly wrong. His eyes, they weren't the same. They were mesmerizing and terrifying. One was the color of pure gold, shimmering with a light that seemed stolen from the sun. The other was as black as a starless night. It was like day and night were at war within him, a battle for his very soul. He whispered my name, and the sound was a fracture of what it once was, part human, part something ancient and powerful. "Lena," he said, his voice cracking. It didn't end. "You opened the gate." My heart stopped. What did he mean, asterisk, I asterisk opened the gate? Before I could even process his words, the shadows behind him began to stir again. They weren't the hulking beasts from before. These were smaller, faster, their red eyes blinking like embers in the gathering fog. The curse wasn't gone. It had just changed. It had evolved. And there he stood, the man I loved, or what was left of him. A choice crystallized in the cold night air, sharp and cruel. I could destroy what was left of him, this beautiful, broken thing, and maybe, just maybe, save Ravenshade for good. Or I could try to save him and risk unleashing this new, faster curse upon the world. Looking at him, half live and half nightmare, I was paralyzed. I couldn't choose. I reached for him, and as my fingers neared his, a brilliant flash of light erupted between our hands. In that blinding moment, a new thought took root, a terrifying, liberating realization. Maybe the curse wasn't a third thing, an external force we were fighting against. Maybe the curse wasn't between us at all. Maybe we were the curse. And if we were the curse, maybe we were also the cure. As the light flared, our silhouettes merged for a single, impossible heartbeat, and then silence. All I could hear was the soft echo of his voice, a whisper carried on the wind. Lena, trust the dark. Then everything went black. But even in the darkness, I could see it's a faint outline of wings, slowly, powerfully, unfurling. The sky above Ravenshade turned crimson once more, and our story, our real story, had just begun. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. If you're as captivated by the fate of Ravenshade as I am, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss what happens next. See you in the next episode.